is your April 24, 2024 lesson. Huge improvements, and even within the lesson you made some additional really good improvements. So this is where we started, and I know you don't want to see it, but we're going to have to look at it. So, and by the way, I agree. Your stance is really good. I like the way your eye line's here. Your hands are nicely under your shoulders. So we take it away. You know, in this case, the head's moving. You got the head dive again. So you take it up to a good position, and then watch how your hands go. Two things. The butt of the club gets, see that gray line, light blue line? The butt of the club gets, that's where the butt of the club started. So it's got to get close to there. So it gets there really quickly, but also you can see how the shaft is steepening. And then you get the death move, as we now know it's supposed to be on the forearm, right? And you know, not only that, where the shaft is parallel to the ground, the club's out there. You can't play from there. You're trying to save it, belly to the ball, flip at it. Your head's gone forward 3 inches. Your butt's gone forward 3 inches, something like that. So we're just trying to play catch up. Okay. After the first few swings, we talked about starting to swing the club like a baseball bat. So, you know, waist high, chest high, and swing like that. And sure enough, your swing plane was horizontal. It was really good. Then we dropped it to maybe waist high, and same idea. So you got the feeling of what a real shallow swing looks like or feels like. And then what we did was we took it down to ground level, and sure enough, you came inside with really good stroke. So that seemed to set real well with you, and from then on, the club actually seemed like it was going at a pretty good angle of attack. So this one, we took you to the top and held it, and then I signaled when it was time to come down. Now watch what happens. So this is good. So I dropped the club. So you're stuck there. So then I just dropped the club. That was a signal to you that you go forward, and look what happens to your shaft. Hands go straight down, shallowing out, really good. As a matter of fact, in this case, you shallowed it, which is a good air to have. It's called the club head stuck behind you, but you know, if you start rotating your hips, the club head is going to be exactly where it needs to be. So we can fix that problem like almost overnight, but you got to celebrate this. This is like an overcorrection, which is exactly what we need. Okay, and then you hit it off the toe. We address that later. You know, trying to keep your butt against the back wall and try to figure out why we're hitting it off the toe and things like that. So did a lot of talking, then we brought out the butt board, and what we ended up with was, so it's the same takeaway. You get it to the top. See, the head hasn't moved at all. This is in a good spot. And see how the hands are dropping. See how it's kind of shallowing, but look what happens. You get, so the first part, this is really good. See this? And then all of a sudden, this is old programming where the hands start going. So this first move, really, really good. There it is. And then you start going clockwise with the hands and get it. You know, it's not as steep as where we started, but you really can't play from that position. Okay. The good news is your butt stayed against the backboard, so that part worked. And look, the head hadn't moved too much at all. There it is at the start. and that cross. So the body movement was really improved at this stage. So now we're trying to blend the two in together, the body movement and on-plane movement, kind of the shallowing. So this session, we ended up with this swing. So this, you actually build in the pause yourself. So I think it was like 1 or 2 seconds, something like that. You can play with this swing. Look at this. Yeah, so it's really good. Now, the two defining moments that make this infinitely better than the other, I know, you're going to have to look at it one more time, sorry. Okay, so when you come down here, this is a defining moment. See how that shaft, here, let me draw, put this on pause. So the red line shows the shaft when the hands are, waist high. The one on the left is what we ended up with. The one on the right is what we started. And then the next position is also shows the huge difference. Captured that, so you'll have this photo. So let's see how it kind of made the difference here. And it's hard to tell. Other than, look, when you get to this point, your hands are actually going, from your perspective, counterclockwise. On this good swing, it's going clockwise severely. I mean, this is why the baseball swing made sense, because this is a baseball swing. See how that right hand is supinated? The palm is up. Look at here, the palm on this one is pointed like over the ball. So, huge difference. So, let's look at this on the left and see what we do to improve it. Okay, so as we come down, okay, in this case, we came in high and actually topped the ball kind of off the hosel. Okay, so what we did was worked a few minutes on trying to maintain this angle here and here, and also at impact we wanted that right palm to be facing the target. You're kind of karate chopping it because you're still trying to go clockwise with the hands, but once the hands get waist high, then the right palm ends up facing the target. Position is, well, first of all, your butt's against the back wall. Actually, your hips are starting to rotate better than any other time. See how the right knee is further out than the left, so you've got pretty good hip rotation at impact. Plus, the shaft angle is about how it started, so infinitely better than before. And the head has gone forward like an inch, which is why you're hitting it off the hosel, kind of like that. But really, a lot of good aspects. That butt board, the shaft lean, it all looks really good. So then you come through, and for the first time, yeah, look at this, you actually increase